Okay, so welcome back. And we have lots of educator, and today we have one more educator from Romania. So we would like to welcome you, ma'am, on this platform, ABC International Family. And so, welcome, ma'am, once again. And
Hello,
as I
thank you.
know, yeah, as I know, you have started one more journey as educator. You have written a book, and just today we are launching that virtually in virtual event. So, ma'am, first we will start from starting. How you, uh, why you decide to become a teacher?
Okay, first of all, greetings, good morning, good afternoon. I am really happy to be here. My name is Laura Stanciu and I am a teacher from Romania. And first of all, I wish to thank you for giving me the opportunity to be here today and to be part of this amazing event. It is indeed inspiring to be among so many distinguished authors, and I am grateful to have been chosen among them. So my journey as an educator, I have decided to become a teacher when I was little because my parents were teachers and they inspired me. I always looked at the way they worked with their students and how they dedicated their energy and efforts to the ones they taught. And this was an inspiration for me. And I understood that a teacher's work is important and teachers can make a difference. They can change the world one child at a time. They can really make a difference.
Awesome, awesome.
And
So,
also when I was a student, I was lucky to have exceptional teachers who motivated me and offered me models that I wished to follow. So here I am. They paved the way for my future career. And the fact that I'm here today is proof that they did great work.
yes, great, awesome. So, ma'am, could you please briefly describe what actually you do and about your journey of book writing?
Yes, I've always liked stories. My most precious memories are when I listened to my mother telling me stories, and I loved listening to stories. They allowed me to, for a short moment, to become whoever I wanted and to travel through a world of imagination. I could live 100 lives in one day. And for me, these moments were magical. And I've always dreamt that one day I would be able to do the same thing, to write the stories that will take the children to a wonderful world. Um, I believe that stories are important. Um, they they create a bond between the parents and their children when the children listen to their parents reading a story, they spend quality time together. They also improve their vocabulary by listening to the words in the story. They learn how to make connection between events, how to express themselves in a beautiful way. So there are lots of advantages. And I've decided to write children's stories because children, I believe, need our attention the most. They are at the beginning of their lives. They are just shaping their personality. And stories are a great way to show them what the world is like through through an imaginary situation. And through my stories, I tried to tell children about empathy, about how to be positive, how to be happy with who we are and what we have, and how to become better people.
Right. Awesome. Awesome. It's a great thing. So, how was your journey, ma'am? What type of what you what is your thought process when writing a book, or how you choose that topic particularly?
Well, I tried to think about stories that have a meaning, that teach children something. Because storytelling is about communicating and sharing the same ideas through a story. And through stories, we can understand ourselves and the world around us. And this is what I was trying to do, to give positive examples that the students and the children in general can follow. For example, in my stories, the characters try to help each other, discover that being different is not that we are all different, we are all part of the same world, and that we should treat everyone with kindness. These are the lessons that I try to teach children through my stories. Yes, sometimes it is difficult to understand the events in our lives, to understand why people are the way they are, why the world is built like this. And stories are a way of empathizing with a character and thus experiencing a situation in a safe way. And through the storyline in a book, children can experience these things in a safe way and to learn about the world.
Oh, great, great.
And of course, reading stories develop the children's mind. They help the children grow socially and emotionally. Stories help children make sense of the world.
Yes, absolutely, absolutely. And stories impact very well because we are more. I can relate more because in India there is lots of scriptures like Mahabharata and Ramayana. We have lots of stories, real stories actually that since 5,000 years ago that but that stories impact us and gives moral values, and that values will change the life, and stories are very important for children's thank you, ma'am, for this, and we would like to know more about how how you manage your time and lots of things as a woman or as a professional teacher. So lots of you have to do lots of work on your time management and how you manage time for writing a book and how you completed it.
This is a very interesting question, because time management is something we are all struggling with nowadays, I believe. Yes, it's very difficult to balance everything. I am a teacher, I am a mother, I am a wife, and I want to be a writer. Now, well, I have written books before. I've written books for school, books with exercises, and I'm currently writing another one. So yes, time management is a real problem. But if you do something with your whole heart, if you really are motivated to achieve something, I believe Even
Yes,
time can be conquered.
yes, yes, absolutely. If we decide once, then determination is important. And I actually asked this question because we have lots of authors. They are ladies, and they have to manage their home. They have to manage their family, job, and lots of things they manage, and still they write book, and that's awesome journey. And when they share their experiences, and it's unbelievable experiences. And of course we will see at the evening the experiences of authors, and very heart touching. So uh, before moving ahead, I would like to ask one more question about your profession also, ma'am. So as you are a teacher, so as a teacher, what qualities are more important as a best teacher? So lots of people have the best teacher in from a group of teachers. So what qualities are important to become as a best teacher?
Yes, we need to, educators have a very important mission. And I believe that our role goes beyond teaching the subjects written in textbooks.
Yeah.
We have to, yes, we have to teach our students more than just theory. We should promote equality, empathy, positivity. We should
Mhm.
be an example. Um, we should teach students about the importance of values and human rights, equality. And we need, our most important mission is to empower our students to discover their true potential and always to motivate them. Um, I'm working on a project right now, and at first I remember that the students were shy. They wouldn't open their cameras, they wouldn't speak, they didn't have the courage.
Mhm.
But once me and the other teachers involved started motivating them, telling them that they can do this, they have the ability to achieve their tasks, and that they are
Mhm.
doing a great thing, they they changed completely. And now some of them have become moderators for other events. So in a short time span, they have just spread their wings, and they they grew so much as a as person. From a personal point of view, they they have become better. So yes, teachers have a very important role indeed. We
Yes,
need to
absolutely.
inspire, to be motivators, to tell our students never to give up, because we live in challenging times, and this pandemic has brought significant disruptions to education around the world. So we lost interaction, but we must never lose hope. We must
Yes.
encourage our students.
Awesome, awesome. So overall, you work on lots of qualities and habits of students, and motivate them. So thank you, ma'am. And I would like to ask one more question: that what do you mean by success? What you what is your view about success?
Well, success can come in many different forms. For somebody, success means having lots of money or having a big
Uh-huh.
house. But I believe that yes, each person's definition of success is different. And success means, in my opinion, when you have a goal that you have achieved. And success could be a target that's far away, um, or that requires a lot of work, or just daily doses of success. If you um, plan something, for example, this book, I wanted to do it. I started to do it. I fought with time and other things that required my attention. And in the end, I was able to be successful. So this is for me to be successful. And also, if I can leave a mark on the world, if I can um, motivate a child, if my stories can make a child learn something about the world, this for me means that I have achieved success.
Wow, great, great, awesome. Yes, ma'am. And of course, that's a very great thing for you because your stories will impact to the child's life. So, I would like to ask one more question. What is your vision and mission for future?
My mission for the future, I wish to keep writing books because this is something that I really love doing, and I love telling stories. And for me, this I have always liked telling stories. I told my students stories, and then I integrated them in the lessons. And then when my daughter was born, I told her stories. And I wish that I can find ideas that inspire. So yes, I wish to keep doing this and to become better at it.
Wow,
This is
great,
this is
great.
my mission.
Yeah, wow. So thank you, ma'am, for sharing valuable inputs. And I would like one more question. So, what is your strong message for teachers? Uh, yeah, for teachers or
Um,
educators. Yeah.
yes, for educators, first of all, be positive. Always believe in yourself and in your students, no matter how difficult the situation seems to be. Never lose hope. Um, Try to discover your students' true potential and empower them to make the world a better place, because this is the generation that holds our future in their hands. This is the generation that has the power to do great things for our planet, for society in general. And we need to empower our students, to give them a voice and hear what they have to say. So listen to your students. This is my advice for teachers.
Wow, great, great, awesome. So thank you, ma'am, once again for this valuable sharing. And I request you once again to join evening session, virtual book launching
Of
ceremony,
course.
and definitely we will have fun there. So thank you once again, and bye bye.
Thank you so much for
So,
inviting me and for giving me this golden opportunity. I am really thankful.
thank you, ma'am.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. So our next guest is just a minute. Okay. So we have one more another guest from Nigeria, and I would like to invite him in front of us. So welcome, Prince Dancer in ABCD International platform. Please unmute, sir.
Yeah, welcome. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening.
Yes.
Um, I'm Dr. Prince Dan Mbachi. The international president at DFRI.
Yes, so welcome once again at ABC International platform. And as our participants and as our YouTube viewers want to know more about you, and this event is to know more about what is people from different countries and learning from different peoples. So would like to know about you and your profession first. Please briefly describe about yourself, what you do, and about your profession.
Yeah, yes. I'm a graduate of political science.
Uh,
Let's start. Dr. Prince Dan Bachi. I'm from Nigeria,
uh-huh.
State, Echi local government, Ebeki and Omonjiji, precisely as a community. My growing up was a kind of, I have a very big dream. When I was growing up, as in my secondary school days, one day I told myself that I will have a platform that will bring development to Africa, that will unite Africa and the global world. That was my dream, right from when I was in secondary school. Then in my university too, then I had the same dream.
Mhm.
But many years ago, about 4 years ago,
Mhm.
um, I wanted the dream to fulfill the dream I had. Then I set up ALDI Africa, Africa Global Development for Posting Initiative. This African Global, then not quite long, United
Mhm.
Nations Environment Program, UNEP, I invited me for a meeting
Mhm.
to come and also tell them little more about the activities of the Africa. Then many countries like Cape Town University invited me to make a presentation on agroecology in South Africa. And we started working. Within a period of 1 year, everything turned around. AD Africa is an organization that works in 5 thematic areas. One, peace building and education, climate change, renewable energy, agriculture, health, trade and international relations, and human rights. Then these 5 thematic areas, we have been really working. Then I tried to broaden the organization out to extent. I started inviting most of my friends I met during my meeting, United Nations, during my meeting and Food System Conference in Dakar, in the conference in Germany, conference in all over the world. I started traveling, meeting good people and giving a kind of positive discussions, how we can work together as a team. Um, this period now, due to the COVID-19, we started to organize like programs, online training, online conferences. Then I have to come up with a GGC, Global Governing Council of Africa, where I appointed 17 people from 17 countries in the world. Secretary General of the GGC is Dr. Kafta from India. Then we have to look at those things. We formed the ATT, AD Africa think tank team, AD Africa Global Panel team. So from there, things started changing. My dream I had when I was in secondary school started to manifest. Just like what we're saying here, not quite long ago, Ghent University in Brussels also entered a movie with us because they have seen the kind of work we are doing across the world. Ghent University, Closica, Plastic Bank, a lot of them. We come together and say, how do we move from here? Then they told us, we now said, we are going to organize a conference, first international conference in Brussels. This first international conference in Brussels is taking place July 7, 8, and 9, in collaboration with the Brussels government, and the Brussels government are giving us a very huge support to promote the conference in Brussels. As you can see, the conference, we started the registration of the conference now. And many people have said, they want to be part of this conference. In fact, as we speak, we have over 300 delegates. I've already indicated, confirmed the attendance for the upcoming conference in Brussels. Big companies in the world are joining us, financial institutions are joining us. Then now, we also have a link with Eve, one of the directors from EU, European Environmental Bureau, also joining us. We also have reach out to UNEP, United Nations Environment Program. We have also invited the CSO, the head of civil society organizations. So some of these things are things. Why I'm explaining all these things that if anyone we have two conferences in Belgium. One will be coming up July 7, 8, and 9, Ad African International Conference on West World. The other one is coming up in November 3rd, 4th, and 5th in Leuven. Ad Africa, in collaboration with the City Council in Leuven, organizing international conference on agricultural innovation. So some of this is that. So what I'm saying is that when you are growing up, try to be focused on to have a dream. And no matter the challenges, I know we faced a lot of challenges. Because when I was growing up, I faced more than challenges. Many people that we started with left, discouraged you. You continue to stand your feet to make sure that your dream did not die. You have to have a dream. You have to work for the dream. And you have to be truthful in everything you do in life. And people will look for you. We are working with truthfulness. Transparency matters a lot. Yeah. The problem is not about money. Money will come, but name is very, very important. Just like myself, I will be heading to Nairobi on 28th to attend the United Nations Environment Program in Nairobi, UNE 5. Then after that, I'm heading to Brussels because I have to go and meet the Brussels government. I have to go and meet some of them because of the upcoming. They want to grant me interview, want to hold a press interview in Brussels regarding the upcoming conference. So what are we saying? That no matter where you find yourself, be transparent. Transparency matters a lot in life. You have to don't look at yesterday. Be focused and get things done. When you get things done, people will look for you. People will run around for you. People will stand for you. But when you have a kind of doubting mind, are you sure this is going to work? That person is finished. We started from scratch to where we are today. And the conference we are talking about in Brussels is going to be MOU for 5 years, and Africa will be organizing West to West conference in Brussels for 5 good years. We're going to have the first year, second year, third year, 5th year. You can see Brussels is the capital of Europe. Yeah. So why it made possible? Because one is God, because God's anointed me to be where I am today. It was by his mercy, and you have also to work and make sure you get to where you want to be. Where you want to be depends on you. It don't depend on anybody. It don't depend on people talking, and don't listen to people. Don't listen to. So why we say that? That is what I say. We have to be
Yeah.
focused in life. We have to be transparent. We have to work and get the people that will work with us. Work with like minds. Don't look at your race. Africa is a very vast continent. Africa is a very vast continent. We have a lot of issues, but ID Africa as one of the prominent international organizations from Africa is going to stand for the betterment of Africa, developing countries, and the world at large. Yeah, so Africa is peaceful. Africa is a continent that the world cannot do without, because we, Africa, they are important continents. We have everything. But what we are saying is let the world focus on how to develop Africa, because no one succeeds alone. There's no continent that succeeds alone. You must partner. Africa has great leaders. Don't matter what people are saying, talking about Africa as a continent. Yeah, we have great leaders. We always, Africa always produce great leaders. I'm proud to be an African because I'm happy as a Nigerian. Nigeria is a very important country, not in Africa, across the world. You know, so I am a proud Nigerian. Nigeria is working. We have to support. Don't ever you criticize government every day. What do you have to offer the government? You have to come up with the solutions. Roundtable meeting to discuss about the future of your family, the future of your people, the future of your country. Thank you.
Yes, thank you, sir, for introducing. So, sir, I want to ask one more question. As you are international president of AD Africa, so what are the qualities should have in a president or an entrepreneur? What qualities are more important?
Like what? The quality?
Sorry.
You say what?
So I want to ask that what are the important qualities required to be a great president or a great entrepreneur as you are
Yeah, like the quality, as I said, is
international
transparency.
president of ADI Africa. So great
Yeah,
qualities.
yeah. The quality one is transparency to work with like minds, because the quality, what really happen is that we get the experts across the world. We didn't depend that is African organization. We should depend on the running of the organization. In fact, the international affair, director of international affairs for Africa is from Australia.
Okay, great.
Yeah, the director of international affairs is from Australia. Then the director of statistics and documentation is a professor from University of Athens, Greece. The director of environmental education is from Pakistan. Then
Okay.
now, yeah. So the director of educational is also from Greece. We have like the quality you mentioned. We have to look at and select few individuals that can unify it, that can think out something, think out things that we make the organization that will make you succeed. As a leader, you must work with people that will make you succeed. Like what happened to some of the organizations? Some of these organizations, they focus on money. By the time you start your organization, all your major problem is money. People will not trust you. People will not believe you. People will run away from you. We have never tested any of our members to give us money. We have never talked about money in Africa. We talk about ideas that can generate, that can put Africa on the map of the world. But within this short period, we are organizing conference. Many people tell us how we're running the organization. We don't ask for money. We have never tested, we never asked any of the members to provide. In fact, when we were getting our Zoom link, Africa Zoom link, a young man from Philippines provided it, $150. $150, it took us a very long time to provide. Can you just see? But now, I tell you, because we have good name, we have everything. We're organizing a conference. The conference in process, we are going to pay more than 200,000 euros to Bedford Hotel in Brussels. Yeah. So because of the ideas we generated, yeah, we never stand and said, this person must give us. The qualities are there. The people working with us, that is the quality. Because those people, they are working with wholeheartedly, with all their, in fact, when we hold a meeting, they talk about how do we move from here? Like there is, because of the quality we have, there's a company in Brussels have entered a MOU with us to be giving Africa 2,000 computers every 4 months. 2,000 computers to give to African schools to the next. And that MOU will kick off by April.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, sir. One last question I want to ask you, that what one strong message you want to give to young entrepreneurs?
Sorry, can you come again?
Sorry?
See. What?
I want to ask you that, so what one strong message you want to give young entrepreneurs?
Okay, you mean the message I want to give to entrepreneurs? The
Yeah.
message?
Yes. Suggestion, guidance, yeah. One advice.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, advice I want to give. One, to be focused. Two, to be transparent. And three, to have determination. When you have determination, you focus and you are truthful.
Yes.
Don't allow other people to discourage you.
Yes. Yes, thank you, sir. Determination is important, and as you said, determination. Once we determine, then nothing will stop us towards the success. And that's, thank you once again for this valuable sharing and valuable time. And thank you, Ruben sir has referred your name, and thank you to Ruben sir also for sharing your reference. So thank you. Bye bye.
Okay. Yeah, okay. Even sorry, Dr. Ruben is the African director in Peru. content director of it. He's a very good man, very kind man.
Yes. Yeah. Okay, so thank you, sir, and bye bye. We have one more another guest, and he's from Bangladesh. He's a youth influencer, and we welcome he on ABC International platform. So welcome, Ambassador Noor Ahmed, sir, and
Thank you
yes,
so
sir.
much. Yes, thank you so much. Hi, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Am I audible?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right. So yes, my name is Ambassador Noor Ahmed. And yes, I have to give my gratitude to the Akash Bhabat brother for giving me the opportunities, as well as you are always inspired to all the youth that nothing can stop you.
Yeah.
Yes. So first of all, thank you once again for accepting our invitation and for sharing your valuable thoughts. So I would like to ask, we will start from the first we will start from your childhood journey and please share with us how you start your career.
All right. Thank you so much for asking. In my career, previously, when I was kid or I spending my childhood, that time my vision and mission was different. When I enter into the business world, I mean the business study, that time my focus was I wanted to be a certified accountant or chartered accountant in Messe. But yes, and now I'm doing a job as a finance officer, audit and compliance in international French NGO. Apart from that, what have my own identity, that is, I am the youth influencer and I'm the ambassador, and as well as I'm the international speaker. So this is not happen overnight. I have to dedicate all my personal time after my office towards that. And within the within this COVID situation, I just pick up this COVID time as my opportunities. I just grab the opportunities and just nail the opportunities and enrich my knowledge and ideas, as well as I can inspire to the other youth that you can do also like this, even more than me. So in that way, I'm just doing that. And I do believe that if you have a knowledge of any specific label in a specific subject, you have to have knowledge towards the others, because whenever you have chance to learn out of your boundary. So every day I have learned something. Even I have been learning from morning today, because a lot of speakers share their words and that was very inspiring. So every time I'm trying to learn and I try to spread as well.
Yes, awesome, awesome. Every day we learn, and that's a very great thing. So we have to upgrade every day, and as you said, so uh, how you choose your career and how first of all, I personally I would like to know about how you start your journey as a global speaker and youth influencer, and
Thank you so much. And yes, this is today I want to introduce. It was happened the 2019 when the actually COVID hit the world, and all the educational platform was shut down. Even our office was kind of shut down. We have to work remotely through our home. But in the time, I just saw that I have to enrich my uh, communication. I have to enrich my knowledge. Even I have to enrich my, uh, what should I say, that my spoken skill. So in that time, I just did number of training through online, because you know the for this COVID situation, most of the online session was very effective and still effective. And most of the trainer also provide the training as free. So I just grab all the opportunities as far as I can, and I try to improvise myself. Yes, I can speak. Even I can understand what other people say. I can share some of my words, even some of the youth voice towards myself. So in that perspective, I just choose as international speaker of what. Whenever I have shared some of my words, whenever I have a chance to share some of my knowledge, I focus always that youth, because I want to die. I mean, I want to be youth till my die, because it's give the ultimate vibe, the positive vibration in your inner side, that still you have a courage, still you have a passion, still you have a motivation to motivate others to think that nothing can stop you. I'm working in International French NGO. This is also a humanitarian organization as a finance officer, audit and compliance. And you know, the audit and compliance is not a good position, it's a very tough position. So in that time, apart when I return my home, I just feel that, okay, I have done what I have my job of today. Now I have to enrich myself. That time I open my laptop and do some course through online. And why I focus on the youth influencer, because I do believe that in this youth time, most of the youth, what they are passing their time, like they are doing study. This is really great. Apart from that, they are doing TikTok. They are doing online games. They are doing the social medias and some other things. Look, they have spending a lot of time towards that. You can spend some time for social media, for other TikTok and other online games for the entertainment purpose. But this is not how I see it. I see it as a when I entered the job market. Why you are having time? You should utilize your time and change your world before you enter the job market or to be entrepreneur. So in that perspective, whenever I have a chance to get some free training and some other source, even whenever I have knowledge, I just share the knowledge to the youth through some video, through some live interview. Even I will share some short, I will make some short video, because most of the youth are not so much passionable to see the large video. So it's make some short video to enlarge them. I
Yes.
do believe that if the youth power can improvise, the world will change. You know,
Yeah.
almost 50% people in the world are youth, but
Yes.
world is still not so colorful right now. Why this? Why this cause? Because 70% youth live in the poor countries, and you know, for these poor countries, youth are thinking about that. I'm not getting the proper education. I'm not getting the proper basic needs, and I don't. excuse me. I don't have the proper opportunities. Yes, this may happen, but at the same time, if you want to change yourself, nothing can stop you. I must say, nothing can stop you. I have a lot of obstacle. I have a lot of pressure, but I want to change my world. I want to change my world for what? I want to change my world to change others. That's all about myself. I do believe that international speaker is not a big deal. If you can speak, you have to have courage to speak towards the world. And youth influence is focus on utilize your time, utilize your moment, and grab the opportunities. Thank you.
Super, super. So, sir, I would like to ask one more question. What is your vision and mission for your life in future? What are your plans?
Well, if you focus on my career ambition, then I will focus that I will be the youth icon in around the world, as well as international speaker or international trainer, you must say. And for that reason, why I focus that, though I am working in the finance department, I'm focusing on that because if I focus on the international trainer, it will help me to spread the world number of countries when I can engage with number of the youth. This is what I have aimed. If you focus on that, what about my own ambition apart from my career? I will focus on definitely. I will do as much as I can towards the humanity because I have huge feel to the underprivileged people. Whenever I have a chance, whenever I have a way to help others, I don't stop myself to help others. So I do believe that after my career, I will focus all my dedicated time towards the humanity.
Wow, great. So thank you, sir, for this wonderful sharing. And what qualities should we have in an influencer? What qualities are
Absolutely.
important for influencer?
Yes, this is a great question. I must say,
Oh,
yes, what is needed? That is believe on your strength. You know, brother, you have a great strength to covers all the international educators, authors.
mm,
Think before that, if you are not have courage, you have not have own motivation or some motivation from others, you
mm,
can't do anything. Even you won't be do. But look, if you believe, you already believe on your strength, and that is happen right now. So we are just come up and covers all the international speakers in the world record event. So my answer would be that believe on your own strength. Don't compare yourself towards with others, because whenever you compare with others, you will definitely like demotivated you. So don't do that. So believe on your strength. Don't compare with others, and please spread your communication.
super. So, sir, that three qualities are very important. As I personally realize that I am also not in good in communication, but still, if we communicate from her, then definitely we can communicate and reach maximum people, and that quality is
Absolutely,
very important. So,
absolutely.
I also want to ask one more question, and that's how you see success. What are the views according to you? What is mean by success?
Well, this is another great one. Though I have heard some of the international speakers who are regarding the success, I just asked this question to the youth. I just tell you that what their answer was. Answer was, I want to be successful person. I just said, what does it mean to you? What does successful man? Do you want
Yes.
to some career? Do you want to have be want to be an entrepreneur? They don't recognize that what they want to be. So in my perception, success is all about my satisfaction. Whenever I am satisfied with any of my work, ultimate success will come from that, because satisfying is better than success. So I'm just connecting the satisfaction with the success, and whenever I have get the satisfaction, I feel that yes, I'm successful at that. I don't have
Wow.
the huge success for the future after 10 or 15 years. I just focus every time I've been successful with my own work.
Wow. Super. Super. Awesome conversation with you, sir, and thank you for sharing valuable information, experiences with us. And thank you once again. Stay
Ah,
connected with us, and
absolutely.
definitely in future your help needed to ABCD International, and
Yeah,
together we will
inshallah.
do definitely great work.
Inshallah,
So
brother. Thank you so much for giving me the floor. And yes, I have to give my gratitude once again to you, because this is not this not be happen overnight. You have
yes,
do a lot of hard work regarding that. So thank you so much, and best wishes for this world record event.
yes,
I
thank you,
wish
sir.
I wish I could join in your offline training, but it's very tough right now. But I will join
Yes, in
later one.
future, definitely.
Yeah, definitely. I won't miss
Yes,
that.
yeah, yes. Okay. So thank you. And today we have one more another guest from UAE, and he's the director principal of Sharjah Indian School, and his school is one of the biggest school in UAE. So welcome Dr. Pramod Mahajan sir to ABCD International. How are you, sir?
I'm fine.
Yes, great to connect you, sir. And just a minute. Okay. So, welcome to ABCD International once again, sir. And we would like to know more about you. So, we know you are a principal director of school. So, we will start from that. How you start your journey, and how you become how you start that school. How you please describe about your profession, sir. Yeah,
Yeah,
sorry.
see, this is Dr. Pramod Mahajan. I am heading one of the biggest and oldest school of UAE, 40 years
Great.
old school. We have
Wow.
11,000 plus students in one campus.
Wow.
So that is the thing. School is from K to 12. And anything and everything is incomplete without our involvement as far as the Sharjah and UAE is concerned. Now about my journey, I belongs to the family of educators. My parents, my mother, my father, both are retired principal. My younger brother is also a principal. From my maternal side, my nana, nani, they were also from the education field. So all my family members, they belongs to the uh, community of edu leaders. So that is the thing. I belongs to a very small village in MP, in a remote area, Bambhada. Uh, from that, I have completed my 8th standard. My 9th, 10th, 11th, I have completed from again a small Nagarpalika type of place. I completed my graduation and post graduation from a district place, from Dr. Hari Singh Gaur University. And yes, journey starts. I started my career with Army School, Mahu, MHOW, Military Headquarter of War. And there, a lot of scaffolding and a lot of training happens. Then I was selected for the national level competition, national level education fields, Navodaya Vidyalaya Samiti, Kendriya Vidyalaya Samiti. Then I have decided, let me have the look of a leadership. Then I joined Birla School Kalyan, and then I thought, okay, why not international schooling? Then with Cambridge, with other schools. Then I took over as a principal in the Podar International School, one of the biggest chain of school in India. They have 1 lakh plus students, 110 branches. Then Lodha World School, the futuristic school. And then I thought, enough, we should do something globally. And then I took her as a director and principal in Sharjah Indian School from last 6 years. Within this, my journey, I've visited near about all the best school of the world, whether it is Finland, Australia, Switzerland, USA, UK, Cambridge, whatever the best schools available in the world. Visited those schools, visited all the educational symposiums, given my presentation in various countries, and learn from them. So that's my journey from local to global, from a small
Yeah.
village to heading a school which is biggest in UAE. So wonders can happen if you have dedication, devotion, and if you remain disciplined and if you keep on updating yourself. So
Super,
even the
super.
sky is not the limit, sky is only just the beginning.
Awesome, awesome, sir. Your journey is very inspirational, and definitely it's motivate us.
Yeah.
So, sir, would like to ask one more question. As how how you contribute in education field as a principal or educator? How you contribute?
See, my contribution toward the education field is uh, I'm actually impressed by the philosophy of various mentors, starting
Uh-huh.
from Gurudev Rabindranath Tagore, who used
Uh-huh.
to say, "Don't limit the child, because the child has born in the new generation." So my concept is that, and whenever I have to take the training sessions, or whenever I'm talking to the parents, whenever I'm talking to the teachers, and wherever I have worked, I have created that thing. Trust the students, believe within them, give them the free hand, give them the full ownership of their own learning. Don't limit themselves. Don't keep them in the boundaries of the schooling, of that four boundary wall only. Let them jump away. That is my first concept. Second, the modern mentor of mine, Professor Sugata Mitra, he used to say his experiment, hole in a wall, proved worldwide that the learning happens naturally, and the maximum learning outcomes comes by the minimum intervention. So if you intervene minimum, if you disturb the students minimum, the learning outcomes will be maximum. So give them the chance to learn naturally, scaffold them, no teacher bossing, no parental bossing, no curriculum bossing. Give them the ownership of their own learning, scaffold them, satisfy their inherent talent, allow them to raise the questions. It is my firm belief, it is not a good answer, it is a good question. And when they ask the good question, if you satisfy that thing, wonders will happen. So minimum intervention, full freedom to the students, full autonomy to them, do not limit them. And then the world guru APJ Abdul Kalam, if you have to shine like a star, first learn burning like a star. So that is my third funda. And my contribution to the education field is that everyone first should burn, then to shine. Don't limit yourself, and keep on updating yourself. Keep on competing with yourself, naturally, internally, originally. You can do the wonders. So that's the small contribution of mine in the field of education.
Yes, it's small for you, but it's great for us because your journey is not an ordinary. It's an awesome journey and very inspiration. So, sir, would like to ask one more question. You have achieved lots of things in life. So, everyone has some qualities to achieve the success or to achieve such a great positions. So, what you want to share about qualities? What qualities are important to become a successful educator or successful person?
See, everyone is equally good or equally bad.
Yes,
What matters is up to what extent you are sharpening your weapons,
yes.
up to what extent you devote yourself for your passion, up to what extent you remain original. If you are copying, cut, copy, paste, if you are doing, success will not be yours. That is one thing.
Yes,
If you are going on the shortcuts, success will not be yours. So you have to burn, you have to dedicate, you have to decide your aims and objective, and then you have to dream. You have to dream very high. Your ambition should be very high. But as Mahatma Gandhi has mentioned in his autobiography, My Experiment with Truth, high ambition with little action is the symbol of nervousness. You should have very, very high ambition, but your action should be appropriate. If your actions are not appropriate, then success will not be yours. Another funda of success is ensure your own inherent talent and enhance it. Keep on competing with yourself. Explore yourself and find out a better version of yourself every day. Every day I wanted to learn something, and I wanted to sharpen my weapons, my skills. And whenever I feel, yeah, I have reached to at a highest level, this is the best, next day I'll scrap that one, which is not easy. Scrapping your best is not easy. I would like to cite one example. There was a company, Nokia, leading the world. But when they reached to their best, they stopped and they're saying, we are the best, no one can compete us. And within 24 hours, BlackBerry has come and spoiled the complete show. After that, BlackBerry also reached to their best, but they didn't scrap their best and they didn't do the another research and they didn't do anything. Then iPhone has come, and iPhone has Android platform has developed and they have scrapped. Why iPhone is leading the world? Because every year they are scrapping their best version.
Yes.
Why Microsoft is leading the world? Every year they are scrapping their best version. What does it mean? Why they are successful? They are competing with themselves. We have to do that thing. At the top, you take a pyramid. At the top, space is very less. At the
Yes.
bottom, space is too much. So with the minimum space, only if you are proving yourself successful with your best, you will fall down. So what you have to do,
Yes.
you have to scrap your best, come to the bottom, create the space, keep on competing with yourself, keep on creating new version of yourself, 1.0 to 1.5, 2.0, 3.0, 4.0, keep on
Yes.
updating yourself and keep the auto updation. Then the success will be yours. I'm a Maharashtrian. There was one poet. She was not educated, but her concepts are very good. She used to say that thing, अरे संसार संसार जसा तवा चुलीवर आधी
बरोबर.
हाताला चटके मग मिळते भाकर.
Okay.
The sense is what Mehnabai, uneducated lady, but rule the world with her poetic skill. What she means to say, if you have to eat good food, first fry your chapati on a stove, burn your fingers, then the test will
Right.
develop. That is the funda of the success. But what we want cut copy paste, we want shortcuts, we want all of a sudden nothing, no magic happened. I always tell my teachers also, my students also, my supervisors also, my vice principal also. As a principal, I don't have any magical stick that I will rotate and magic will happen. Nothing. It is hard work. It is smart work. It is your originality. It is your updation. It is your thought process. It is your dedication. It is your burning. It is you, and only you who can make the change within yourself. People are wanted to make the
Yes.
change within others. They will never be successful. If you have to make the
Yes.
change within yourself, you will be successful. So that is the funda of the success. You take any successful person, same thing. A lot of rejections, a lot of failures, but they learn by their rejections and they make the change within themselves. In the
Yes.
administrative process also, my funda of successful is do it yourself. If it is not working, delegate it.
Yes.
If the delegation is also not working, just dump it. Do it, delegate it, or dump it. And when you are dump it, then redo it, reinvent it,
Great.
redefine it, revise it, and then recreate it. That's all.
Wow, wow, super, super. It's your explanation is very awesome, sir. And just we in few minutes learn lots of things. Uh, by these things, we can remove our failures also, and
Yeah.
it's a great hope.
Actually,
If we,
another one thing is success is your state of mind.
yes,
You are getting, see, I started my career. My first salary was 1,200. First salary was 1,200. Now I'm drawing in the lakhs also. I was successful. I was happy with that 1,200 also, and now also. But if you, that is your definition of success. If your definition of success only enhance your salaries without enhancing your skills, without enhancing your depth, then you will not be
yes,
successful. So it is
yes,
like that.
absolutely. Yes, absolutely. And sharpening the skills is important. So, sir, would like to know more about you. As what is your vision and mission for future?
Yeah, my mission is to be remain humble, to
Uh-huh.
be remain on the ground,
Uh-huh.
to be remain a good human being,
Yeah.
and to be remain original, whatever you are. Sky is just beginning. You can fly, you can shine, but your legs should be on the earth only. So that is, and with that mission, another mission is wherever you are going, your presence should create a sphere of influence in which everyone is benefited. If you create that sphere of influence in which everyone is benefited,
Oh,
your life is successful. That is my mission. My vision
wow.
is to scrap our best and
Oh,
create the next line better than you.
wow.
And creating the next line better than you, trust me, you have to work on yourself a lot, because
Yes.
creating somebody better than you is not a simple task. Is not a simple task. So that is my vision.
Yes, absolutely, and it's a great shifting sub. Actually, one of my mentors always says, if someone asks you, if someone asks you, how are you, then what will you reply? And we just say, okay, I will say, fine, thank you. So he say, no, from tomorrow you will say, better than yesterday.
Yeah,
So why? Because we have to upgrade every day,
upgrade
and
ourselves.
that thing you remind that, and that it's important to upgrade ourselves.
Yeah.
So thank you, sir. And I would like to know one more question. As what is important for success, and what do you think about success and successful people?
See, for success, I already discussed you that the success is a state of mind. First, you have
Uh-huh.
to create your own version. Now, if we have to be successful, there should be four skills within you, four S within you. Number one is first, you should have one skill. You should have a mastery, or we can expertise of one skill. What is that skill? Performing skill. Maybe talking, maybe singing, maybe dancing, maybe debating, maybe writing, maybe poeting, whatever it be. One performing skill you should have. You should have one professional skill, that you are a good administrator, you are a good edu leader, you are a good educator, you are a good teacher.
Oh,
So one professional skill we should have. Third, one sporting skill you should have.
great.
Whatever be that sport, because physical fitness matters. So one sporting skill, either you are a good runner, you are a cricketer, you are a footballer, you play badminton, whatever be, one sporting skill you should have. And the last one is study. One studying skill, one subject of yours, you should have expertise. You should have mastery on all the subjects, but one subject of your expertise, one sports of your expertise, one professional skill of your expertise, and one performing skill of your expertise, success will be yours only. So
Super.
that is, and the successful person is that person who made others successful, who creates success for others. Successful person is that person who keep on interrogating himself or herself, because of me, why others are not becoming successful. He has to redefine the definition of success every day. That is a successful person. You consider the case of Ratan Tata. Maximum property, whatever he has learned, he has given to the charity. Why? He is a successful person. He can create the wealth, and he is creating. Microsoft, what he has done, the founder, every
Uh-huh.
year he is donating his whatever his profit is. He is donating. Why he is donating? Because he can create double than that. But if he didn't donate that one, he cannot create the wealth. So successful people should be, they should scrap their best, they should scrap their properties, and they should start earning in a new dimension, new variation, new model, new module, new thing, new skill. That is the successful people. That is there. And for that, everyone has to go ahead, whatever the situation is.
Super, sir. Very valuable things, sir. And one more question and last question for you, sir. What is your strong message to the educator? I ask one
Yeah.
message for a special educator because you are the topmost educator, and for educator, your message is very valuable. And
Yes,
please
yes,
share.
yes, yes, yes. One message I wanted to give, and that I wanted to give with my performing skill, that is singing. So one song is very close to my heart, and if you understood the meaning of that song, if I remember 3 4 lines, I will sing that. You can do that thing. Yeah. दिन नदिया चले चले रे धारा माझी चले चले रे तारा तुझको चलना होगा तुझको चलना होगा जीवन कभी भी ठहरता नहीं है कभी रुकता नहीं है आंधी से तूफान से डरता नहीं है कभी रुकता नहीं है तू ना चलेगा तो चल देगी राहें तू ना चलेगा तो चल देगी राहें मंजिल को तरसेगी तेरी निगाहें तुझको चलना होगा तुझको चलना होगा so keep on moving a step ahead whatever the situation is pandemic covid-19 covid-20 whatever be keep on moving ahead keep on challenging keep on accepting the challenge future will be yours you will be successful you have to go ahead show must go on and you should be the hero of that show which is going on that is my message for the youngsters for the edu leaders and for the everyone who wanted to lead the successful life rather than who wanted to die as a successful person. Thank you.
Wow,
Thank you
super,
very much.
super. Thank you, sir. It's a great shifting for us. And 4 skills are definitely, I personally implement that and I commitment in this session. And definitely, it's a great shifting. So thank you once again for this valuable sharing and your valuable time.
Thank you. I enjoyed your questions, the way you
Yeah.
are asking. That is
Yes.
really worthwhile and good. Thank you. I enjoyed the session
Yeah. Thank you,
and
sir.
look forward in future too. Thank you.
Yes. Okay, so dear participants, we have one more another guest, and today for this time we have guest from Sri Lanka, and
Wow, she is a good friend of mine.
yes, great.
Dr. Fadita Mohammed. Yeah, how are you, ma'am?
I am doing absolutely great. And,
Yeah,
I'm
great, great,
relaxed,
great.
seated, enjoying your answers and the questions that I
Yeah,
imposed at you.
yeah. Great, great. Now it's my pleasure to listen to you. Thank you. Please carry
Thank you
on,
so
sir.
much.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you, sir, once again, and thank you, ma'am, for joining, and welcome to APCD International family. So as we discussed about in interview about 4 things mostly, business, life, professional, and social things, and of course education is important in that. So as I know you from last almost 6 to 7 months, so I want to know about your the journey of your career, starting of your career, from career, how you choose your career and move on. So please introduce about that and we will move on.
Sure, sure. Thank you so much for this opportunity, Akash. So because being amongst one of the 22 personalities creating this magical event gives me immense pleasure and honor to be an integral part of this program. And in answering your question, yes, my journey of career, I think, has been always on the progressive side. 12 years back, I entered the corporate arena with no kind of roadmap, with no goals, with no milestones. And I would definitely attribute major component of my success to my first boss, late Mr. Shabir Abbas Ghulam Hussain. And he was the one who brought out the best in me. He inculcated a holistic approach, a people's approach, a people-centered, a result-driven and objective-oriented mindset into me. And my journey never stopped there. I have been a person from the very beginning who never confines myself into a comfort bubble. When something gets too easy, I start feeling bored. And when I start feel bored, I want to go kind of, explore the horizon, broaden my horizons. And to me, the horizon is only an illusion. You can admire it, but the horizon itself is infinity. The more you go or walk towards it, step towards it, it keeps on extending itself, says, come on, I'm right here. Keep challenging yourself, but it's something that you will never reach. And that is what I believe to be one portion that loved me to where I am. And today I will not be calling myself successful. I will not be calling myself settled, because complacency is a bad habit that one individual who seeks to be successful, sustainably successful rather, complacency is a major detrimental factor. My journey of 12 years has been with mega challenges. I have faced my negative mindsets and I have confronted, dreadful episodes, but my resilience was built over time. How to face people. I wouldn't call myself to be an ever resilient person. No, there was a time where I was naive. I didn't know how to face situations. There were problems and people where made me emotionally kind of challenging. But it was always that goal where I wanted to be. From the age of 19, I wanted to be a CEO of my own company, of any MNC that presents its opportunity to me. But at that point of time, whenever I landed at a job, it was only a learning experience unto me. And that learning experience, the worst experience or the good experiences it may have presented itself as, I treasured every learning. I compiled my learnings because I believe that I am in competition with myself, not with anybody else. Every individual carries their own unique model of the world. And I am in competition with my own self to be the better version. The best is something that I never want to achieve, because that is something that I want to strive to achieve each and every day as I pass by.
Wow, super, super. So as discussed from morning, every successful people will says that I want to upgrade myself. I have competition with myself, and that's the great quality of every successful person. So hats up to you, all speakers, all guests from different countries. So let's move ahead. I have one question for you, ma'am. You have your own organization, the trainer, uh, right? So please describe about that. Please share some.
So the trainer was actually, I think I need to attribute a credit to all of its success to Mr. Sunny Nagpal. And to all those who know him will know for the person he is. So Sunny Nagpal started to be just another LinkedIn connection to me, who reached out to me, who made me believe that we could reach out to the world with the difference that we wish to make. One of my favorite quotes being, be and make the change you wish to see in the world. Because you could be that agent who would advocate the much needed change that everybody is so-called trying, blaming, pointing at others. So it's time that we stop the blame game and make the change and see how the flow goes. Sunny Nagpan and I incorporated the trainer 1.5 years back for a talk show called the Thursday Talks with the Trainer, which was kind of predominantly focused on leadership, self-development, personal development, and it's all about self-love. How one could weigh upon themselves, how one could build in self-confidence, how one could actually understand the true definition of self-esteem, and there onwards extend those learnings to a wider network to obtain mass outcome. We ended up doing about 35 to 40 talk shows. And from there onwards, we've always stayed connected, but our vision was carried in two different parts where we understood that the need to grow not only should be instilled in other personalities, but the need to grow, develop, and keep developing needs to be a pivotal component that we need to demonstrate ourselves. The trainer still exists. The trainer is still successful. However, the trainer is not in operation, but the trainers of the trainer have caught two different parts of the world, me in Sri Lanka and Sunny in India, and I am actively participating in the engagement of corporate trainings in Sri Lanka. Plus, I have two companies incorporated very recently in Sri Lanka that also is about empowering local entrepreneurs. And it's also empowering educators community here in Sri Lanka with my Sri Lankan counterparts. And Sunny is a successful NLPN who, as always, with his wondrous, magical smile, is empowering people's life. So that is who we are, and that is what we do.
Wow, super. Would like to know more about your training journey also, ma'am, because you also given lots of speeches or talks on various different platforms. So your image also become as a global speaker or global motivator. So please share some few things about that journey.
The journey would not have had its emergence without people, many people, and one of them being you, Akashji. You have always seen the light in me. People like you all have always seen the light in me when life seemed dark to me. Whenever I say, can I do it? There were people like you telling, yes, you can. So come up and do what you got to do. Training was always a passion in me. I never envisioned myself to be this trainer who I am today. But however, I had a passion for people engagement, networking, talking to people, learning, because I always believe that leadership and learning is a lifelong pursuit. It never ends. Because as trainers, we also need to be the audience. We need to reflect their emotions. We need to reflect their requirements. We need to see what is that they need and be that channel of knowledge and information who takes them to the sources, to the knowledge, to the wisdom, to the facts that they're still deprived access to. Myself as a trainer, I should thank many people, and I would like to mention their names right now, starting with Mr. Suren Nagpal, Mr. Suren Kolkankar, Sunny Nagpal, Ganesh Dalvi, and many others. And bigger thanks to ABC International, who has stayed connected with me over a very long time. The life of a trainer is always to enlighten people of what they already know, but what they didn't believe to exist. Because facts and figures, knowledge and wisdom that are in existence, you just have to enlighten them to the fact that they exist, if you know what I mean. We all know that we need to have self-confidence, but why aren't we self-confident? We all know that we need to demonstrate a very high level of self-esteem for us to believe in ourselves. But what is that major challenge that we confront with to be doing what we ought to do? It is the fears and the doubts. And these are being sedimented into the very basics of human life through many other people. Because every person is unique in its own way. A trainer needs to read the room and be able to reach out, connect, collaborate, and make that every single individual in the room conquer themselves. My success as a trainer is not how many trainings I did in a month, how many lives was I able not to change, but to ignite that spark, to initiate that process of transformation. And to me, this journey has been nothing but a mere pleasure and an honor. I have had myself to connect with a lot of people and to always learn from my own audience of how I can be a better trainer. And I will always strive to be a better trainer.
Super. Thank you, ma'am, for sharing valuable things. So I would like to ask one more question. So what is your vision and mission for your future journey?
My vision, if you are referring to my own life vision, I need to catalyze the change, make the change. As I said, my favorite quote, be and make the change I wish to see in the world. Be the change that my daughter and my son will follow the footsteps of. Make the change so many people, for those who want the change to be implemented, so that they could sail the same boat with me. I need to catalyze and be the difference that I want to be. That is my life vision. In order to accomplish that vision, my mission, once again, the cliche is be a better version of myself. Keep learning. Always, never be complacent. When you reach a point of complacency, it is your major downfall.
Yes, thank you, ma'am. And one last question. As a trainer,
I'm sorry, can you repeat that question, Akashji?
educator, as a one strong message for hello.
All the educators. Well, we educators are blessed to be educators because we have been given the greatest tool, the weapon, the strongest ammunition in our hands to enlighten people who are deprived of knowledge and wisdom. And now we are the commanders, the generals of their life who shall guide them. So it is up to us to pave the way to all those seeking a better life to accomplish that. Because success is no one's best friend. When success knows there is a better person who deserves its companionship, there it goes right away through the window without even saying goodbye. How can one accomplish sustainable success? How can one sustain self-belief, self-confidence? This is what we educators need to instill. The rest is all in their hands. When we unleash the truest potential in every person that we meet, we have set the foundation for them to build the building, the style, the constructions, the accessories that they want. So let us be the platform of the strongest ammunition in the world for them to construct their own designs.
Thank you, ma'am, once again for sharing your valuable thoughts and experiences. So great conversation with you, and great conversation going on with various different speakers, guests. So thank you once again, and bye bye. So we have another guest, and till evening we will conclude 22 secrets, and that 22 secrets will be a very great learning from 22 different guests.
Thank you so much, Akashji, for this wonderful opportunity. It was indeed my pleasure in interacting with you. And I wish you all the best for the event.
Yeah, thank you, ma'am. Okay, so we have another okay. Just a minute. Okay, so we have one more guest today, and she's from Taiwan, Ming Yao. Ma'am, welcome to ABCD International, and she's a head teacher of ELT Center English EFL teacher, and so let's discuss with her and know more about her and learn from her success journey. So welcome ma'am once again on ABCD International platform, and we want to learn from you today the great secrets about your success. So let's start from your profession. All right. So please introduce about yourself and your profession.
Okay. Hi everyone. It's my sorry. The audio is not very stable.
Yes, audible, ma'am. It's perfect.
Okay. Hi. Okay, it's my great pleasure. Am I audible?
Yes, yes.
Sorry, they are very noisy on the line. So yeah, I try to. Yeah. Okay. It's my great honor and pleasure to be here and meeting all the friends here. So I'm the educator in Taiwan, English teacher. So I think let me tell you something that right now, if you ask me about my profession, I will say that before pandemic, I will say that I'm the English teaching in classroom, primary school. But after pandemic, using the connection technology, I become being able to learn many digital tools and connecting with many global educators. And I will say that I gradually step outside my comfort zone and classroom to be a global educator. And with more opportunity, meeting and sharing, exchanging idea with a global educator like today. So I become to shape my teaching philosophy. I'm not only a teacher. I don't want just teach my students skill. I want to teach them, learn from the world. It's a life skill. So let me give you a metaphor. I think in the past, as a teacher, I would say that maybe I'm a teacher, working in the laboratory, in the classroom. Like a scientist, you have a fixed temperature, you have some, everything is control, and the student just like a, up subject. But I think during this opportunity, meeting many global educators, learning and sharing, I think that I kind of a changing my concept, my philosophy. I want to be like a scientist study in the field. I want my kids to learn from the field. So that's another metaphor in my teaching, like a milestone. I want to be like a coach. I want to take my student, to navigate in the ocean. So, so which means that in the past, maybe I was thinking that, oh, myself, I'm just like a coach, teaching my kids to swim in a swimming pool. But now I want to take my kids to go out, to experience the breeze, the ocean, to feel the sand, even, it's like an adventure. So that's something I'm trying to do. And also as an educator, as a teacher, I am firmly believer of you are, as an educator, we are lifelong learner. So yeah, so that's why I mean, right now, if you want, when I define my profession, I would say that I'm the educator. I want to teach my kids to learn from the world. Life skill is important. Yeah, that's something introduction about me. So as you can see, I'm really into, like I said, lifelong learner. So I like to learn, try everything new. And as an educator, I think we need to be a risk taker. We need to be, adventurer. we need to be an explorer. So as an educator, I'm also want myself to keep my curiosity, to be curious, to be creative. So maybe sometimes you will make a mistake, but never be afraid of making mistake. So that's how I also want to encourage my student learner. But don't be afraid of a mistake. You will learn from it. The most important, we need to step outside the comfort zone. Yeah,
Super.
that's a song from me. So now as you can tell that so many learning make my teaching become I and also I believe that as a you will be you must be a happy teacher. You will have a happy learner. So I try to learn
Yes.
many digital tools to support my teaching and also support my students' learning. So not only a global educator, I'm also learning like to be a Microsoft innovative educator, and also uh, Google Google certified educator, and also like Adobe. So many digital tools. You name it, I always want to try. And by this opportunity, I learn and know so many great educator. Like today, later we will know like a teacher from Malaysia, Nimara, Superwoman, and also later maybe a teacher from Russia, Nadia. She is also a Kahoot master. So much learning, you know. So I think it's a really like an adventure. You will never get tired of it, learning and teaching. And by the way, I've been teaching 20 years. So when
Oh,
people ask me about how do you like it, how can you do it? I say every day is a new day for me. Every time spent with the student, I'm learning. So you never get tired.
awesome, awesome. And it's a very great thing, actually. I learned personally from you all people. Learning will, learning is a great and happy experience. You will not tire at all. And yes, of course, I'm from 9 a.m. I started this session and I'm not tired. I just sitting on floor,
Yeah.
not chair, no table. I'm just sitting on floor and not tired. My legs are also a little pain, but no, I just enjoying the session. And learning is awesome experience. You all people enlight the event. So thank you once again. And I want to ask one more question. It's a little. It's a recent. We all know the COVID-19 effect on education. So how you see how you can make a difference currently? How you can improve that situation?
Okay. I think first of all, I would say that I become more appreciated because I think as in my country we are fortunate because in my country we are not very affected seriously by COVID-19. So when educators are worried or anxious about teaching online and the internet connectivity affects the learning, but for me we are lucky. We have a like a normal life here, but just like I mentioned that even if it's normal, people just complain about the COVID-19, you will be very negative. So I try to be like a positive to connect with the world, and also by connecting with the world we make a friends across the globe. We will see the differences between each other, and also we will see the similarity. So in the end, what I can do that I try to like it's a global community. I try to do every effort to like cheer up my educator of global. And by connecting with the global educator, sometimes we will feel that some country, we their learning environment, maybe they need some help. And I can motivate my student, encourage my student to do some effort. So maybe we can do like a just sharing what we know or sharing what we have. We will know that we are all together. We are the one. And And also like by connecting with this global community, we know, oh, there are something. For example, I'm English teacher. My students doesn't have a much opportunity, many opportunity to speak. They always treat the English, the language, as a subject. But during this communication, connecting, my students will feel that, wow, I want to communicate with the globe. So I need to push myself. I need to work harder. I think that's very important. So every learner, they need to like their agency. So as an educator, we are facilitator. We can provide, or we need to take every opportunity to motivate them. So I think this is a great platform. So when people talk about COVID-19, I will feel that appreciate and fortunate myself. And also I will feel that compassionate and passionate empathy with the world. So I think it's a really a time when I can look at, reflect myself, reflect my teaching, and also look upon and learning, and then think about what I can do with all the global community. So that's why I mean, the pandemic changed my teaching view. So in the past, I think everyone, like the previous speaker always say that, mention that it's really touching. Everyone is unique. It's like a mosaic, mosaic. Every pieces mean uh, something, mean everything. So if it's just the mosaic, the picture, like a puzzle, missing one piece, it it is not complete. So I think by learning from this pandemic, I think we should be many grateful and appreciate what we have. And also we need to push ourselves to be more empathetic with the world. So I would encourage that all the educators step outside the comfort zone and to listen and to speak, to connect with people around the world. And I always say that learning, teaching is a journey. You will enjoy or you will see every moment on the journey. So just, be good educator. You need to take your learner, enjoy the journey.
Yes, yes, absolutely. It's learning is a journey, and definitely, ma'am, I would like to know about your journey also. So, how you experience that 20 years of teaching experience? How was your journey? Kindly describe, and you can give some examples also. So, if any,
Yeah, so like I've mentioned, I've been teaching 20 years. So during the 10, 20 years, I will separate that, in the past, can you imagine that we teach in the classroom, we don't have a computer, we don't have an
yeah,
internet. The
yes,
teacher need to, write everything on the board. The student just have a textbook. And in the classroom, we have maybe about 40 students. But during this changes, I think technology, digital is a really faster, move forward. You cannot resist. So luckily, I mean, like I say, I like to try new thing, and I like to always to, involve and tell you, it's a secret. Before becoming a teacher, I am work in the advertisement marketing industrial. So why I changed my career? Because when I think about when I was 60 years old, how can I do the maybe marketing? Because every company, maybe there is only one manager. But how can I just like to, be creative? And when I was 50, 60, I can still enjoy, my work. So I think that marketing teach me that teaching is also an art and like an advertising. You need to be creative to attract, attention, to make a people, your consumer like it. And then I got a special opportunity to transform my career. So I become a teacher. And also most lovable is that I can speak English as a lie. So I from a English user to be an English teacher. And like I mentioned, I always think in teaching is like a making a TV commercial, making advertisement, you need to understand. I use the marketing strategy. For example, I will analyze my learners' background, even their family background, their parents, and also check about their individual situation. It's just like a marketing survey.
Yeah.
I adopt some marketing strategy to help me implement in my classroom practicing. I would say that as a teacher, yeah, if you are lucky to be a teacher the whole lifetime is good. But if you are a teacher, you have the experience to do many other profession. I think those profession will enrich your life. So let me put this concept in my teaching. So that's why I will value each student in my classroom. I will foresee that their life not only in the textbook in my classroom. So I will expect myself to facilitate, to understand, and to encourage my student. Everyone is unique, and everyone you just need to do something you are good at. And as an educator, I would like to be the one, to tell the student to find something you are passionate and to find something you are good at. Even sometimes you don't have a good grade, but it's not, it doesn't define your success in the future. You just need to try again and find something you are passionate, find something you love, embrace yourself. So I with this kind of a mindset, I try to be a motivating teacher and friend to my students. So I think looking back my teaching journey, I think all these little things, like I say, it's a journey. No matter you, sometimes it happen accident, or sometimes you got a beautiful rainbow, and sometimes you got storm. It's all worth, it's a part of your journey. So you just enjoy and learn from every moment. Like today, I'm also learning and exchanging idea. Yeah. So everything, every time, every minute, I'm learning. So which keep me growing, moving.
So, ma'am, actually I have asked lots of questions to you, but one more thing I want to ask that what. So lots of people share about that question. Actually, I repeat that. I repeating these questions because everyone's perspective is different, and that perspective we will conclude that qualities at the end of session. So that's why I ask qualities and habits because that's very much important. And I also write book on habits and qualities. The two different books are there. Uh, but I want to know what are the important qualities as a educator, and how that qualities impact on ourselves and our students also.
Yeah, I would say that empathy. So right now we found that social emotional learning is important. As an educator, you need to be empathy with your student. So like I mentioned, sometimes they have a learning problem in the classroom, but not necessary that at that moment. You need to connect or make a friend with the learner to understand why and give them time. And as an educator, the empathy is very important. And like I say, time move forward, technology move forward. Everything, every day, every year, you are learning. So even sometimes when I teach the same like a textbook, every year you teach, I got every different idea. I don't sometimes use the same idea. So I'm just like a moving rolling stone, never get most. And also, I would definitely say the empathy with your student because that's what educator you are for. And also, I would say that as an educator, you need to keep your mindset open. So I would say that growth mindset. So educator, you need to be a risk taker. Just like sometime when every time you teach, it's not perfect. Or sometimes it's something like a new technology, maybe you never try, but you need to step outside your own comfort zone to teach, to try. And because as an educator, I need to learn from it. And then I can learn from this experience pass to my student. So this growth mindset, this risk taker mindset, so will implement my empathy with my student. So I will encourage my student make mistake. So you don't need to make every move perfect. Even you fail, you need to learn from it. I think I like the quotation. I think it's your in India, it's a president. So fail is the first attempt to learn. So I always like the quote. So never being afraid to fail, because when you fail, it's the first attempt. You are going to learn something. So fail.
Yes, it's important to be fail. Without failure, we can't go ahead. That's it's a very great learning from you, ma'am. It's the first.
Thank you.
Yeah, if we need to, if we have to become successful, then you need to take an action, and your reaction. Maybe sometimes we get failure, but failure is the first attempt as we can think and move ahead. So it's awesome, Shitty. Thank you so much, ma'am, for this learning.
Yeah,
And
it's my great honor
one
too.
yes, and I want to ask you one more question, that what is your strong message for children? You can give message for children's.
Yeah, I think as a children, I think I like their why they are children. I think they keep their curiosity is very important. So I would quote the Stephen Jobs, the quotation. So always stay hunger, stay foolish, and stay curious. Yeah, because and as an educator, I'm also trying to keep my curiosity. And also as an educator, I don't want to kill my students' curiosity. So be curious about the world and be explorer about your journey and adventure.
Yes, thank you, ma'am, once again for this wonderful sharing, and thank you for accepting our invitation and joining with us. So in
That's
future,
great.
definitely we will keep in touch, and your support will be there for ABCD International, and together we will do something great. So thank you once again, and
Thank you. It's my
bye
great
bye.
pleasure to be here. Thank
Yeah,
you.
yeah, bye bye. Okay, so okay, so we have another guest from Russia, and I would like to introduce her. Just a minute. Okay, she is English teacher
Yes.
and MIE expert, MIE master trainer, student voice ambassador, and peace ambassador, Jane global community leader, and lots of things. So we will learn from her, and we'll know her. So welcome, ma'am, in this platform, ABCD International family, and I would like to welcome one. Okay.
Hello. Let me introduce myself. I am Nadezhda Ivanova, or teacher Nadia for short. I am from Russia. I live in Krasnoyarsk in Siberia, in the cold part of Russia. And first of all, I would love to express my gratitude for inviting me to participate in such a fresh and novice event. And which is most important, or maybe more important, that I not only meet my old friends like Teacher Winnie, and I also meet new educators and learn from them. And it's a great thing to share your own experience, reflect on your life skills, life experience, and learn from others. So will you ask me questions, or shall I speak?
Yes, yes. Thank you, ma'am. So, ma'am, would like to know more about you. how you start your journey, and want to know about your successful journey and your profession.
Okay, so if to begin from my childhood, so I lived in the European part of Russia on the Great River Volga in a big city. I grew up in the family of engineers, but my mom taught me English in my early years, and I loved it from the very beginning. And when I started learning English at the age of 10 at school, I was uh, I was curious and I was impressed by the language, and I was willing to become an interpreter. That was the dream of my childhood, of my adolescence. But it came to be so that I moved to live in the Asian part of Russia, and I became a school teacher. I have never dreamed of becoming a school teacher. But I have been at school for over 36 years, about 37, 38 years. I'm already retired by my age, but I'm still at school. And my journey as a teacher, as a learner, doesn't stop. And as the previous educators mentioned, teaching is a reciprocal trend. You both teach and you learn. You learn from your experience, you learn from students and so on. And I am by nature a lifelong learner. I have been attending lots of courses, seminars, webinars. I enjoyed sharing with others. Sharing is one of my habits. Whenever I learn something, whenever I have some skill or some resource, I'm always willing to share it with others. And when the pandemic came, it changed my habits and my teaching practice. I should say it has changed a lot, because, like Teacher Winnie said, I started teaching out of the box. So I stopped being restricted by my classroom. And now I'm also striving to become a global educator and a global teacher, to be sharing with other fellow teachers across the globe, and to invite global students into my classroom to practice social and emotional learning, to teach them, to feel them like my own students. And the pandemic also made me feel not only an English teacher, but also an education coach, a net coach, a tech coach, because I have learned a lot of new applications and programs in the Microsoft. And it is important for me that I can apply Wakelet, Bansi, and other platforms in the classroom to make the learning journey more exciting, and to make my students learn these ICT skills. So maybe you will ask me a question.
Yes, absolutely, ma'am. So, ma'am, you can please share what is your view about success?
So yes, success. My views on success.
Successful people.
Yes, I listened to the previous speakers. One of them told that it is important to have success in your mind, to believe in yourself. And I should say that this is true for me, because I used to be just an ordinary teacher before I changed my set of mind and I started thinking differently. And that helped me broaden my horizons. I was a happy person to win a grant and spend the 7 weeks in the United States. It was my first stay overseas. And what is more important, it was my first connection with global educators. It was an eye-opening activity for me. And when I came back to Russia, I was like a heavy suitcase full of impressions, resources. And that was the moment when I started sharing with others. I had the necessity to share. And I consider myself to be a successful person because I have succeeded. I have achieved certain levels, certain heights, but it is also important not to keep success to yourself, because if you are successful and nobody gains from it, it is of little importance. And that's why you need to share. There is willing to share your success, and what is more, to inspire others to be successful, not to be afraid of making mistakes. If I speak about students, I always inspire them, motivate them to participate in different global connections, projects, competitions, and I always tell them to believe in themselves and aspire for achievements. I'm also very proud and happy when my trainees, teacher trainees like Nirmala from Malaysia, she calls me mentor, and I'm really a mentor because I'm mentoring students from college and university for over than 10 years. I have trained a lot of students, and when a teacher calls me a mentor, teacher Nirmala, who is a very successful person, and when she makes her steps, new steps, I'm always proud of my trainees because they are becoming successful. And I always tell my students that a student should surpass the teacher. You should be better than your teacher. And that is the success of the teacher, I believe. Thank you. Now,
So,
any more questions?
I would like to ask one more question. Is I just curious. So how global connections, just like I thought from last year, I saw lots of conferences and lots of international educators, connect to each other and discuss on lots of topics. So how these conferences or global connections impact on education, according to you, how it.
So I keep saying that the pandemic, on the one hand, has had lots of negative effects on the global population. But on the other hand, as an educator, I see many positive sides of this, because many global educators just started being involved in the global community. Lots of internet projects, communities like 21st Century Digital Skills, global education networks, and so many others, which spring up and give us new platforms, new areas to apply our knowledge, to develop our skills. And that makes good, because I do not only attend courses to learn some theory. It makes me more practical, because I learn from other educators. I can see the perspectives, the problems and solutions at the global scale, and which is more important for me as an educator. Though I have been a lifelong learner, but thanks to the pandemic, I got deeper into the sustainable development goals. Now I'm constantly talking and I'm constantly teaching others about sustainable. I view everything, my step from the point of view of the sustainable development goals. And besides, I have become more focused on the 21st century skills. So the pandemic and those global connections helped me summarize my learning, my teaching experience, and reflect of my skills, and make me more focused on the up-to-date educational goals, targets.
So, ma'am, I would like to one more question I want to ask. So, what is your future plans, or what is your mission and vision?
So yes, I heard some educators setting lots of goals and plans for the future. Maybe I'm not as capable at that age of mine, but still, I have some ambitions. First of all, I'm planning to sustain my Microsoft education position, to sustain the position of the Microsoft expert and Microsoft master trainer. Besides, I'm willing to apply for the Microsoft fellowship, and my dream is to become a Kahoot ambassador. So these are my technical ambitions. As for my global community goals, so Teacher Winnie and some of my fellow teachers from global educators started the International Readers Club for Children, and we are doing well. And my aim, my goal is to broaden and to sustain this activity. And one more idea of mine is that I'm very fond, I love teaching educators to implement new technologies. And now these days I started teaching global students. And my dream is to set up a kind of IT, maybe classroom or academy, just to invite students and maybe educators on a regular basis to develop their communication in computer skills.
Yeah, and just your answer, I have one more other question. So, what type of skills are more important for this current time? For which skills are more important for educators?
So, which skills? So, of course, collaboration with students and partners, parents, teachers from your school, from the community, from the global community. To be a successful collaborator, of course, you need to communicate. You should be able to understand your partners and be empathetic towards them. That is why social and emotional learning skills are very important these days. So what is more? So, of course, a teacher should be creative to create new learning environments for students, to create new educational resources, to make learning more inspiring, motivating. Besides, teachers should be able to work in a team with their students to do some projects, to solve some problems, and to work on the global scale in the global community. You can't survive if you are alone. You should work in a team. So, and of course, ICT skills, you can't do without them. I'm happy to be in the global community and develop my ICT skills, because in my school, for example, in Russia, not many educators are willing to learn computer skills. They are just they are satisfied with their own level, and so global community challenges me to develop, because when Teacher Winnie, for example, starts using Adobe Spark, I'm also willing to catch up with her, not to be behind. So that's why. Global education and the pandemic develops competitiveness. I feel like a sportsman, always on the move, always speeding up, not to be behind, not to stay behind. Thank you.
Yes, thank you, ma'am, for your valuable sharing. And I would like to ask one last question, and what is your message? Because you have lots of experience, and you have seen the first generation of you have all teaching styles and lots of things, and new generation you have also seen. So what is your strong message for educators to develop them as a great educator?
Right. So in the course of my life experience, I came to the conclusion that every person, a manager, a teacher, a student, a young person, a grown-up person, every person should be ambitious and set goals. if you don't have goals, if you don't set goals and aims to achieve them, then there is no development, there is no achievement and success. That's why I wish everyone, every young person and every grown up to be successful, to be happy with yourself, with oneself. And to be successful, you should set your marks, your goals, and when you achieve the goal, so be it a small task at school, be it a huge achievement at the sports arena, for example, you feel success and you're happy with yourself. And you make others proud of yourself, your family, your friends, your students are proud of yourself. So that's why my main message is believe in yourself. Everything is possible if you dream. As a previous educator said, you should dream big. Yes, that is my idea, that we should dream and we should dream big. And we should we should work towards our dreams, not just wait, but rely upon oneself and move on through hardships, through mistakes, through reflections to achieve our goals. Thank you.
Wow, super. Thank you, ma'am, for your valuable sharing and thoughts. We are very happy to have you here, and thank you once again. Okay, and we have one more guest from Georgia, and she is Dr. Princess Victoria Godwin. Ma'am, please unmute yourself. And okay, yes, ma'am. Great afternoon from India, and welcome to ABCD International platform. Please unmute, ma'am.
Yeah, I'm good morning. Can you hear me?
Yes, now audible. Okay. Yeah.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, now audible, ma'am.
Hello? Okay, good morning.
Yeah. So welcome on ABCD International once again, and we would like to know more about you and your profession. Please share your valuable thoughts on that.
Okay, good morning everyone. My name is Princess Victoria Godwin. What I'm into, I'm a nurse, pharmacy technician. I deal with human health, and also I'm the CEO of Dynamic Empire, a non-governmental organization. Through Dynamic Empire, I'll be able to organization, voice live, organize physical and physical seminars on health, on agriculture, and also girl-child activities. I advocate for the rights of the girl-child. I advocate for child abuse, and I also advocate for the hygiene of the girl-child. And also Dynamic Empire, we are in the African countries like Kenya, Uganda, and we have members from different African organizations that has been joining us in our and God life. And I'm also from Abia State.
Yes, thank you, ma'am. And I know, as I know, you are CEO of Dynamic Empire. So kindly please share with us what is Dynamic Empire and how you do your contribution by that.
Okay, thank you again. Dynamic Empire is a non-governmental organization that has been in the institution of touching life and nurturing of young talent and partnerships. We do a lot of humanitarian services. We render help to the less privileged. We also sometimes give amenities to the widows and
Uh, sorry to disturb, ma'am. Hello, sorry to disturb, but your voice is breaking, so I can't hear you.
okay. Oh, hello, can you hear me now?
Yes, of course. Now okay, perfect.
Okay. Um, what I was saying is Dynamic Empire is a non-governmental organization that is
Mhm.
involved in harnessing of young talent, touching life through humanitarian activities, hosting of skill acquisition programs, and also touching life through seminars and reaching out to the less privileged. That's what we have been doing. And Dynamic Empire was found in the year 2016, 23rd September. Through that event, we host hunting of fresh talent. We organize a show to hunt fresh talent, and also what we are into is building potential youth to the society. There are a lot of people that has these potentials and they don't know where they can develop it. So what we normally do is we try to develop these potentials. We try to tell them that they can believe in themselves. We hold seminars like the next seminar we are going to be hosting for this year, our very first seminar for the year is called the People's Seminar. The reason why is so that we can empower the youth to know the purpose they have for themselves and also to believe in themselves, because one thing in this world, a lot of people think that success, you can just wake up and become very successful in life. You can't become very successful in life when you don't employ and start from the foundation. So, what Dynamic Empire is into is trying to encourage the youth to build their potentials, to work on their skills, and also to empower themselves. A lot of times we host seminars to empower the youth. We also host seminars for the widows. Our vision is to empower the less privileged and bring out the best from every human. Thank you.
Wow, super, super. Ma'am, I would like to know about your vision and mission about your organization or about your life also. So, can you briefly share about your vision and mission?
My objective or mission.
Uh,
Okay.
you,
The
you can
object.
share objective. You can share objective
Okay.
also.
All right. The objective of Dynamic Empire, what we are into, is to touch life. And the aim of Dynamic Empire is to reach out to the less privileged. Is to reach out to the less privileged. Right now, we try to reach out to the needy. We also try to reach out to students. We try to tell them that education is the key to success. Without you being educated or also acquiring a skill to help you, you're going to be a mediocre in life. So the objective of my organization is to reach out to the less privileged, is also to reach out to the needy, is also to empower the youth to bring out the best out of every citizen of the globe. We don't just stop in Nigeria, we also reach out to people outside the country. Like a lot of times we have coaching sections in my organization. We coach the youth, we host business seminar on marketing, we also host programs on how to take care of your body. Sometimes we partner with different health sectors and try to see how we can also render health services to the less privileged, especially to women, youth, old and young.
Ma'am, you are in training field. So, uh, can you briefly tell us about your training programs and what type of trainings you conduct and how that trainings impact on people?
Okay, like for the year 2020, 2022, we are planning on having a business gala night. That's
Mhm.
the night to discuss our fashion show that is coming up, and also to also discuss the humanitarian activities that we are going to be carrying out. And we also have a Zoom seminar about purpose coming up next month, March 28th, and we are trying to create a form that people can register for these seminars and also be empowered. The reason for the purpose seminar is to bring out the best from young people. I'm trying to invite speakers that are going to be talking on how they've achieved success in their organization, what they passed through to get to the level they are, and also talk to the youth on how they can build themselves and make the best out of them. So we have like 3 programs that we are going to be running for the year, and other chapters and quarters of Dynamic Empire outside the country. They also have they've set their timetable on what they're going to be doing in their countries and how they're going to be reaching out to the youth.
Wow, super. So, how you get help from uh, by this training, how you that trainings. Uh, so I am not exactly making sentence, but how you grow your training business from your country to the globe. Any plans, any future plans, and how you will do that?
Okay, actually, I'm trying to see how I can partner with different organizations. My organization is very, very, very ready to partner with different organizations to train people. I'm even thinking of having a program that we can partner and have, even if it's a mega training on the youth and people in the globe through Zoom and through physical training. Yeah, we can have a Zoom program like the one we are having now, and bring in speakers from different countries to talk to the youth. And we'll also have a physical program that we are going to have uh, either use any hotel or hall for the training. So that's what we are looking up to in the future. Partnership with different international organizations, partnership with NGOs, partnership with educators to train the youth. My organization is very, very, very ready.
Wow, super, super, super. So it's great to know that. And ma'am, what is your view about success?
Okay, I believe that in life, nothing comes easy, because when I started my organization, leaving the medical sector to actually put up my organization, it wasn't easy. I have to crack my head. I have to push further so that people can recognize my organization. I believe that success comes with hard work, dedication. And if you want to be successful in life, you need to put in hard work. You need to be dedicated. Once you are dedicated, you're going to be successful. If you want to build a house, you start start from the foundation. Once you start from the foundation, then you can take it higher and you're going to be successful. Success comes when you believe in yourself. You can never be successful if you don't believe in yourself and if you don't think big. You will be successful in life if you think big, if you think outside the box. If you want to be successful, you need to set your goals, set your dreams, set your vision, and actually work towards it. A lot of times, people might not want to collaborate with you. People might not want to partner with you, but it doesn't mean you should stop there. If you believe in yourself, if you have belief in yourself that you can do this, you move forward to it. And when you move forward to it, people are very, very going to support you. People will support you and people will come in to partner with you. But if you don't believe in yourself and if you don't want to be successful, because success comes with hard work, there is no successful woman that doesn't have a story. Every successful person in life have a story to tell, and it comes with hard work, dedication, believing in yourself, having self-esteem, self-confidence. Once you have all this, you have the charisma, the eloquence, you're going to be successful in life. No matter how long it's going to take you, but once you believe in yourself and you believe that your dream is to impact on the society, your dream is to impact in your in your nation, in your country, believe me, you're going to be successful in life.
Yes, definitely. It's don't just wish for success or become successful. You have to be hard work. You need to take. You need to do hard work, and you need to do. You need to do set goals. You need to plan it, and that's the thing we learn from you now. So thank you. It's a great shifting for us. So one last question, and is that how what message you want to give for entrepreneurs as you are CEO? So would like to take advice from you for young entrepreneurs and those who are working as a CEO or a manager post. So what strong message you want to give for them?
Okay. Um, as a young entrepreneur or someone that wants to grow in life, one thing, the advice I'm going to give you is never give up. Never give up. No matter what you face, and no matter how hard it might be, don't give up. As a leader, a lot of people are going to look up to you. A lot of people want to learn from you. A lot of people want to hear from your success story. So don't give up. Put in strategies to succeed. Put in plans into measure to succeed. And reach out to people. Be focused in your business. Focus is everything. Once you have focus for what you are doing, you are going to be successful. So my advice to every entrepreneur is continue doing what you love, continue being you, continue being focused, and be friendly to people around you, be friendly to your customers, be friendly to every organization you involve yourself in. Once you are focused and once you believe in yourself, you're going to reach out to a lot. So all the entrepreneurs, to all the CEOs, keep being focused, keep believing in yourself, and keep being persistent. The sky is going to be your limit.
Wow, super, super. The never give up is the formula for become a consistent. Ma'am,
Yeah.
and one more question I want to ask that it just a case study. I'm also business coach and I train some people. One person he has one just started one new company, and his client he did not give on time service to his client, and that's why his client told her that don't do such work, don't do your business, you need to learn you need to learn 10 to 12 years, and after that you can able to do that business, or now don't stop this, and give return me my money. And that things impact on his mind, her mind, and she's very negative and demotivated. So what you can suggest her? So she's very honest, she knows what she doing, but due to she not able to fulfill that requirement on time, and that's why she gets lots of demotivation from client. So what is message for her?
Okay, just like I've been saying, in order for you to grow your business, you need to be transparent with your investors, especially the people supporting you in your business. And thirdly, the advice I have for her is let her not give up. If it is her dream and she thinks that that's what she want to do, let her keep doing it and pushing it. And once people see that you are transparent and you have the passion for what you're doing, people are going to support you, people are going to come into your business. So the advice I have for her is let her keep doing what she loves doing, and let her try to partner and collaborate with different people that has the same vision or the same mission as her business, and she's going to keep kick up from there.
Wow, great message for her, that she needs to try again, and if she needs any help on that particular, so she need to collaborate with the people who knows that services very well, and by collaborating with them, she can move ahead. So thank you, ma'am, for your valuable sharings, and great to have you here. So
Yeah.
thank you once again, and let's connect with ABC International future also, and your support will be needed. So thank you once again, and we have another guest, and she's from Brazil, and her name is Vilma Barbosa, ma'am. She's from Brazil, and she is also one of the great educator and global speaker, and let's welcome her. So welcome, ma'am, in ABC International platform.
Good morning from Brazil. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Great morning.
How are you, dear? Are you tired of being there?
No, ma'am.
No, you're not.
Actually, so all guests taught me one thing that today. So learning is very funny. It's not tiring game, and just you and I'm totally agree with him or her. So I'm enjoying this from
Great.
mornings 9 a.m. I'm just sitting here and just enjoying the session. So thank you, ma'am. And how are you?
I'm fine. What about you?
Yeah, awesome. Thank you.
Great.
Wow. So let's start with your profession, ma'am, and how you choose your profession as educator, as a teacher, and what the motivation behind that, and how you enjoying this.
Okay. So, in fact, I never dreamed about being a teacher. I chose that along the years, and that was suggested to me to be an English teacher, because when I was a child, I had no idea what to be, as lots of children are around there. But then I was highly influenced by a teacher. He showed me the way to study. He taught me how to study, how to choose things in life, and then that's why I decided being an English teacher. English teacher because I started studying English when I was 13 years old, and I realized that it was not as difficult as I thought before. And then along the time, I realized that I could teach others that English is not that difficult as I thought it was. And along the years, I have been successful to teach English to people, and they have learned English and learned how to communicate. And today I am sure I chose the right career, And this is something that I'm really passionate about. I can't imagine me doing another thing than teaching English, than helping people with their, because it can be really easy. You just have to know how to do that. And I've been learning, and I love sharing with others how to do that.
Super. You think it's easy and you just need to know how to do it. Wow, it's super. Um, so, ma'am, I would like to know about how you about your teaching experiences and nowadays the COVID-19 impact on education system. So, how you look regarding that? How is your perspective?
Well, I've started about 17 years ago, more or less, teaching, and I started in public schools. And then in public schools here in Brazil, it's really difficult to teach because we don't have a material to follow. And every year, teachers change school. We are changing school, so we don't keep the way we are studying. And then the next year comes another teacher, and then they teach in a different way. And then unfortunately kids don't learn because of that, because many different teachers, many different ways, we don't have like a sequence to follow. So it's hard for students to learn English at school. I mean, they learn English, but they are not able to communicate in English just from school. Along the time, I started working in private schools as well. And for 10 years, I've been working in it's kind of private English language course. And there I realized that I can make my students learn because I am their teacher year after year. We have a material to follow, and I have been learning different ways to teach. And then I realized that it's possible teaching them in a different way. And after the COVID-19, since we had to stop working on schools and we started studying, we started working online, we had to find different ways of teaching. And in the beginning, I was really worried because I wouldn't be in school with my students anymore, where they were learning, where they were having different kind of activities, interacting with other students. And then I started searching online how to do that, how to teach students in a different way, how to make them keep learning. And then I met many different teachers, and teacher Winnie, that I can see her, is one of the teachers that I met. And I learned with these teachers that using the technology, we could teach our students in a different way. And then I've been meeting different teachers around the world, and I have had the chance to bring my students with me. And because of the internet, because of the online activities, we are able to bring our students to international meetings with people from different countries, and then they are learning English and they are being able to communicate with students from different countries. Because I'm sure that in India and in other countries, students, when they get started studying English, they are afraid of making mistakes. They think they can't communicate with other people. They think they are not able to understand and people won't understand them. But once they have the opportunity to be in these online meetings with people from India, from Pakistan, from Germany, from Italy, they realize that no one is there willing to correct their mistakes, or no one is there paying attention to any mistakes. People are there just trying to communicate, just trying to understand what they're saying. And when they realize that they can't communicate, that's amazing, because they become free, they become independent, and they become confident. And once they are confident, they realize that they can learn anything. They can learn English, they can learn Spanish, French, Arabic, any other language. We as teachers, we have to teach them that they have to believe in themselves. And once they believe in themselves, as Princess Victoria said, believe in yourself is essential. If you believe in yourself, you become unstoppable. And for students, it's really important that they know about that.
Awesome. So, ma'am, I would like to know more about your vision and mission for future programs or future life. How you how you implement things in education.
Okay, so I intend to continue working with these international projects. I intend to continue learning more because I learn every day, and I'm not ashamed of saying that I learn every day. I've been teaching for more than 17 years, but I learn every day. And I understand that there's no problem when teachers say to our students that they are also learning, that they don't have all the knowledge, because we don't know everything. No one knows everything. And when we are like transparent to our students, when we show them that we are learning, that we are focusing in being a better person, we kind of inspire them to learn more, to grab the opportunities. So I intend to continue learning more, engaging into different projects. And I listened to Princess saying that she is willing to collaborate with people and engaging people. And I am trying to do the same thing, meeting different people, engaging different projects, because I've realized these projects, they have inspired and helped my students and me to learn more. So this is my mission for the future. I want to continue learning and engaging and meeting people, and also bringing my students and everyone who wants to do the same, because today I have the opportunity to be here, but the most beautiful thing is that I am able to bring my students as well. And I share with them the things I am learning. Every day when I learn about a new app to learn English, or about different games, about different things, I share them with my students. I share about it with other teachers, because I believe we have to share the knowledge we have. There's no reason why keeping the knowledge just for you, to show that you are better than others. No, if you know something, if you learn something that is good for you, teach that to others, because they could enjoy that, they could learn that, it could help them in their lives. So when you learn something different, and if it's good for you, show it to others, teach it to others, because keeping the knowledge for us is not good. It is being selfish. And I know lots of teachers and people are out there, they learn, but they don't like to share what they know. They know just for them. They are afraid if they teach others, these other teachers will keep their job or something like that. And it's not like that. The sun is there shining for everyone. There's no reason to be afraid of losing your job, being replaced by other people, because if you are good enough in what you are doing, if you believe in yourself, your place will always be there for you. So the sun is shining for everyone. Let's keep teaching and learning and sharing. This is the most beautiful thing about being teachers. We have the chance to inspire others, to make their lives better, and this way we are making our lives better as well.
Wow, that's a great quality of educators. And ma'am, I'm just sharing my experience. I have one mentor. Recently, I met him, and I respect him lots of, and I didn't even call him. Don't dare to call him directly. So we have organized one offline event recently, like TEDx event. We have started platform like TEDx, ABCD International Talks, and that offline event we have invited him, and that's not a really great plan. And after that, after 2 3 days, he called me and said, Akash, come to my home. I want to teach you some things that you will not mistake and next event, and you will get more success in that event, and you will be very happy. And please come to my home, and I will teach you. So it's that thing was for me, it's so awesome. And really like say that if you have son, then why if you have everything, and why you have fear to share with the peoples. So it's a great quality, and I really enjoy this, and I commit that if I will I don't know my our participants or our viewers will implement or not, but I personally implement this thing, and I will share whatever I learn from the experts, and that's a great thing. So thank you, ma'am, for sharing this wonderful thing with us. And I would like to ask one more question that how you think what qualities are more important for educator, or what type of habits are more important for educators?
First of all, we have to love what we do, and we have to have it as a passion, because it's not easy teaching others. First of all, you have to make them believe and trust you. And if you don't like what you do, it will become more difficult, because mainly we as teachers, we are in front of the students. Even if we are online, we are looking at our students, and they can see in our face, they can see in our eyes if we enjoy what we are doing, and they realize if we don't. And unfortunately, there are many teachers that are there just because of the salary. Even though our salary is not that good, I'm sure it's the same all around the world. But I know some teachers who don't like being there, and kids can realize that they do, because they feel in our voice, they feel in our gestures, they see in our face, in our body just in our body. They say if we like being there or not. So first of all, we have to love what we do. And in fact, I believe that we should learn how to love what we do, because we are there making our future, because kids are our future. And can you imagine how difficult will life for them if they grow hating English, hating geography, hating math? And I know that many of them, they hate their teachers. They don't like math because they don't like their math teacher. They hate English because they don't like their English teacher. I have many students who come to me and say, I'm here because my parents brought me here, but I hate that. I hate English. And when I ask them, why do you hate English? They say, because I didn't like my English teacher. She was not worried about teaching me. She was that just to, because she had to. And students know that. And when they realize we love what we do, they learn better the subject. They learn how to learn, and they appreciate our classes. So the most important feature of a teacher is love what they do and care about the students. They also realize that if we care about them, and it's wonderful being a teacher, because mainly by me, I love being a teacher because I make friends with my students. They are not just students and I'm not just the teacher. I am their friend. And they know that if they have some personal problems, they can count on me. And if I need some help, I know I can count on them, because we build a good relationship. And it's really, really important. Sometimes it's necessary that we stop our class and sit on the floor, talk with them, listen to them. And the most important thing is listening to them, understanding them. And if we are doing that, learning what we are teaching will be just the consequence, because we are there because we love. And that makes the difference for sure.
Yes, sorry. Yes, awesome. Absolutely right. Thank you, ma'am. And one more question I want to ask that uh, how you see success and successful people. How is your perspective or view about success and successful people?
I can see, and I have been learning about this every day, that successful people out there, they are not worried about hard work like you. How many hours have you been sitting there and with a smile on your face, and you are happy about doing that? You are not tired, you are not bored. This is success, when you love what you do. And then when you love what you do, you find a way to do that. You don't have an excuse for not doing that. So for a successful person, you have to work hard, you have to be available, because sometimes people ask me, I'm far from being on success. I'm learning, and but when people look at me, they say, "Oh, you were there. I saw you. How have you been doing that? And you are lucky for these many opportunities that you have." And I tell them, "No, I'm not lucky. I have been working hard." Because for me, for example, for me, I got up at 5 in the morning today, and then I went to bed around 2 a.m. I have many different things. I was there correcting exercise, I was planning classes, and this is something that people don't understand, that we work hard, that we are always there to learn, we are always available. When someone asks for help, we people are there to help, and they are always willing to learn and to become better. It doesn't matter if it's Sunday, Saturday, holidays, early in the morning, late at night. You have to be available to learn, and you have to be available to help others and learn from others. I think this is the secret for success. And always, as Princess Victoria said, always believe in yourself, keep going. As she said many times, people won't be there for you, they won't be willing to help you. They lots of people, they just want to have their pictures on the poster, but they don't want to help, they don't want to work. And then if you want to have success, you have to work hard, you have to believe in yourself, but first of all, you have to be available for anything that is necessary, because successful people are available at any time, and then they have more opportunities, and they are always willing to learn more and to try better every day.
Wow, super. So hard work is important, and just not the it's the hard work, dedication is important for success, and without that there is nothing. And wow, super message. And ma'am, I would like to know one last question. I want to ask one last question, that what is your before that I would like to more want to ask one more question. So, because you have visited lots of global platforms, I know in India you are also associated with IDYM Foundation. Also, he's one of my great friend. He treat me like as a younger brother, and how you think that a global community of educators help to contribute in the education system, or in education field?
So how global
How
community help?
how it will be impact, how what will be impact of global educators community on education?
The most beautiful thing, and something that I became enchanted about these international and global community, is that everyone is there to help and to teach. No one is selfish, and they don't want their knowledge just for them. For example, I've learned a lot from you. I've learned a lot from Tiana, from lots of teachers out there, from Ruben, from Winnie, many teachers out there. They have great knowledge, and they are sharing these. And the global community, it's amazing because everyone has the same goal, helping each other, making students learn better, and sharing. Everyone is sharing, everyone is trying to help each other. And this is something that I always mention here in my country, because here, unfortunately, at least some teachers around us, they don't like sharing their knowledge. They want to keep their knowledge just for them, because they